If you are still stuck trying to make your first dollar online, I'm going to ask you a question. And if you see yourself in this question, then I want you to stick around and watch this video because I'm going to help you solve the problem in this question. And that question is, what is the simplest, least scary way for me to make my first dollar online based on who I am right now? If that sounds like you, I'm going to show you the least scary business model that I have found. Now, before I do that, let me just be truthful about something. Online business is hard. If it wasn't hard, you would already be doing it. Everyone wants to make it sound like it's super easy, and that's what they sell. This is easy. Anyone can do it. You don't need to learn anything brand new, and you can do it from your laptop 2 hours per week. If you're tired of hearing that, good. I'm not going to feed you that nonsense, but I am going to tell you that there is a least hard way and there is a simpler way, and there is a way to do this without you feeling like you have to blow up your life. And what I'm referring to and what I'm going to show you in this video is a place called school. Not the school that you went to and dreaded your entire life. School. SKOOL, the platform. What this allows you to do is to have everything in one spot. You don't have to have a ton of technical skills. You don't have to build landing pages and websites and complicated funnels. You need an idea and the guts to try it and the ability to keep yourself from distractions. If you can do those three things, you're going to have a really, really good opportunity of being able to pull this off. What I'm going to do with you right now is share my screen with you. I have multiple communities. I've had over 1,500 members come in and out of my communities. I've talked to thousands of people over the years. I've done this for a bit. I've been on school for almost 2 years, and I picked up some stuff and I want to share it with you. And what I have found with the people who I work with, who are typically a little bit older, right? They've worked a job for at least 15 years, or usually 45 plus. They've tried a bunch of stuff online, and they have a lot of things that they can do and that they want to do. They have a hard time choosing. That's why I have this community, Pick Your Online Business. If you are stuck on the idea, there is a link in the description, and I would highly encourage you to go in here, and I help you pick your idea. I help you validate it, and I also give you a little bit of mindset work as well, because we can all use that, and you'll see that in the classroom. So I'd want you to start here. And you have Pick Your Direction, which is the 4 areas where I help people pick their idea, which is from your 9 to 5, a current or past 9 to 5, a personal transformation that you went through, a skill or hobby that you have, or something that you're actively learning. Once you have your idea, the next thing you're going to do is validate it. And if you want to know more about that, just go through here. But I want you to understand the model of school first, and I'm just going to use my community as a way for you to see this. And then I'll show you how to get one set up pretty easy. So this is a public school community. You guys can all see this. You don't have to join to see all this stuff. So as you can see, this is a community feed, like think Facebook. I'm doing a lot of posting. Some members are posting. I focus on one thing and one thing only. What business do I even start? And then validate it. So this is the about page. And I mentioned to you that you don't need to build a funnel. I don't send people to my website ever. I send them here. This is my website. This is my funnel. I make YouTube videos, I run Facebook ads, and I send everybody right to this page, and they sign up. Or they don't sign up. But I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. I have 887 members in here, and this is where my funnel starts in terms of the thing that I want them to do. Like I'm making this YouTube video. Look at this as an example. I'm making a YouTube video, and I'm talking about this group, and I'm saying there's a link in the description. This is how I get people to come here. All right, so I want you to understand how this model works first, and then I'll walk through the tactical stuff of how to set this up. It's not that difficult. So I have an image here. I have 2 images. I have what is this group about, and then why am I qualified to help you? They see this and they understand, okay, this is the problem that Brian was talking about, either on Facebook, on his ad, or either on YouTube. I'm going to join his group. And this is what it looks like when people sign up. They see the join the group button and they click this, and I ask them these 3 questions, which is, what is your email address? This is a great way to build an email list if you don't have one. Is a free school community. How did you hear about us? Like tell me where you found me so that I can go make more content over there. And then what do you want your online business to do for you? This is the thing that I want to know. Like, what is your goal, right? Like, what do you want this to do for you? And people say a lot of different things. So they answer those questions, they come into the group. This is the landing page. Like this copy right here is what they read. There's nothing else for them to read other than my ad or my YouTube video. They come here, they make a decision. And some of you might be thinking, wow, that's not enough words. Like, yeah, it is. I've seen people that have like 4 lines on their about page. You want to force a decision. They're here. I don't want them to go anywhere else. So they come in, they go to the community, they see this. They're seeing watch the video, find a post, download the app. They'll get a DM from me, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Essentially, I want everyone to go right here to the classroom, which is start here. And I have step 0, 1, 1A, 2, 3, step 4, and then the bonus, what to do next. It's very basic. I just want them to move through the steps in order. I'm helping them as much as I can until they're ready to move to the next step, which is my paid community, right? Which is Mindset School. But I use this as a lead magnet because I don't want to build a website or a funnel. I used to do that. I want everyone to just simply go here. Now, here's how you create a community. So you're going to go here to create a community. You can get some inspiration from different groups. If you haven't been here before, you'll probably see some of this stuff. And you just click create a community. I want you to understand why this is the model that I tell everyone to go with, because number one, it's $9 per month. I mean, this is a joke. And I don't mean that as an insult to Sam Ovens and the team. This is the best thing going on the internet, because you don't need Zoom because they have their own built-in call function. You don't need Kajabi because you can host all the courses in here. Like, they're eliminating stuff for $9 a month, and the yearly is $750 per month. You get a 14-day free trial. You can have unlimited members, unlimited courses, unlimited videos, unlimited live calls. The transaction fee is a little bit higher, but that's not a big deal, especially if you're going free in the beginning. So you would try for free. You would name your group and you would start your free trial, right? That's all you got to do. Now, on the group name, the last thing that I would want you to do is overthink the thing, because you can overthink this thing literally to the moon. You can change the name. What I've done here is I've built a dummy group here. All I have done here is created a hero image. I have some text on the about page, which if you want to pause the video and screenshot this, you can have this. And you can take this template, which is just basically relieves you of having to know everything from day one. It's like, hey, I just started this group. I don't really know what it's about. This is what I want to help people with. Come join it. And I'm not going to build an entire classroom for you. So pause that, get that. You can screenshot all this stuff and you can just go into AI and just say, hey, this is what I want to make. Now, this hero image here is a very, very simple Canva template that I use. And I use this for all of my groups, which is just basically an image of me and words. And the words are intentional in terms of how I want to show up in search. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But here's what I did. I basically just made a copy of this, right? I made a copy of this and you guys can have this. This is actually in my free community. So if you join the group, you'll be able to get this. And I just swap out this image and I change the text, which is what I did here. I said, make your first dollar online. I would have changed this, but then I just put a different image in here and it automatically changes it. I download it and then I upload it right here. Okay, to this spot. I'll just show you how to do it. I click this and then I click upload image and here it is. I've already downloaded it. So it goes right there. It's uploading and now the image is here. So I'll delete that. And then the same for here. You'll have an image here where you'll click this and it'll show up. If I click settings, it'll just show general. Here, you can change the image here. You can do an icon. This is where you put the group description. This is where you decide whether you want it to be private or public. Most groups are private. On the $9 plan, you don't get a custom URL. I don't sweat that. You can change this if you want, if you move to the $99 plan, but you don't need the $99 plan unless you are planning on running Facebook ads, you want to send auto DMs, or you have maybe a membership, a larger, there's going to be a bunch of paid members there. Maybe you want to turn to affiliates, then that would make sense. But if you're beginning and you're looking to make the first dollar, like this is the move. The next thing that you would do after you create this, like your landing page is done. You just got to get people here. And how you do that is you go to settings and you copy this link, share your school link, right? Or this right here, copy and share it. Share it on YouTube videos, put it in descriptions, whatever you're doing for social media. The other thing that you're going to want to do, which is really important, is make sure that you have questions set up. Because if you don't have an audience, if you don't have an email list, this is a great way to build one. So I'm going to go here to settings and I'm going to show you what to do. So you go to plugins. These are the 3 different plugins that you can get on the hobby plan. You can have membership questions, unlock chat, and then unlock posting. Membership questions. What is your preferred email address? How did you find this community? What do you want your online business to do for you? For your group, whatever your idea is, what do you want this community to do for you? What are you hoping to get out of this? Like, be specific, don't be generic. Make sure that you have that specific and related to your group. This will help you because this gets saved. When you get up to the membership that I have on Pick Your Online Business, which is 887 people, they've all answered that question. Now I have information as to, okay, like, what are people saying? What are they saying that they want? And also, where are they coming from? That is really, really valuable information to have. The next thing you're going to want to do is make your first post. I've already done that here. And there are 3 posts that I like to make. Number 1, it's welcome to the community. Now, I haven't formatted this. I basically just copy and pasted the one from my from my public community. It's just welcome to the name of the community. And you just do a little intro on you, what you want them to do, which is go to step 0. Now, if I click this is going to go to a different community, but this could point to your classroom. Maybe you have something in your classroom that you're promoting. I also want to be very, very clear with you is you do not need to have this thing fully built out, your classroom, before you invite anybody. That is the mistake that everyone makes. My classroom for Pick Your Online Business had this only in it when I first opened it. None of this other stuff was here. I built this out. It took about a month to do it. And I still was inviting members left and right as I just said, hey, I'm building this out. Bear with me. Be patient. And my start here just had YouTube videos in it. Then I built all this, which were the steps that I wanted them to go through in order for them to solve the main pressing problem, which is what business do I even start? So when you're thinking about your communities, I'm going to stop the share for a minute. Here's what I want you to think about, because this is where you can get lost and overthink and overanalyze everything. So I just want you to think about what is one problem that you could solve for one specific person. What one outcome could you give them in the shortest possible amount of time? And when I say short, I want you to think about as little as 20 minutes. Can you help somebody solve a problem in 20 minutes? 7 days, 14 days, 30 days. The longer you get with the timeline, because of the way that we're conditioned in the world right now, which is we want everything like 3 weeks ago, it's really hard to sell that. So what I've done in one of my groups, Mindset School, one of my paid groups, is I tell them that in 20 minutes, I'm going to fix their school community because I've done it. It's true. I've helped people do it. So I want you to think about that for your own group. And that is why that is so important and why that's so helpful for you is now you only really have to focus on one thing, and you don't have to focus on like all these different things that overwhelm you and prevent you from starting in the first place. One idea, one person, one outcome in the shortest timeline possible, and you can always expand it from there. And that would be the thing that I would put on my school about page, which is why you see that challenges are so popular, because people love to take a 5-day challenge or a 7-day challenge or a 14-day challenge, because that's a short amount of time for people to commit to. People have commitment issues, and they can also see the results. Like, hey, I can do this for 7 days and get the result. But then after that, they're going to need more of what you have. This isn't you have to do a challenge. This is I want you to think in a short time window and help as many people with that as humanly possible. And that could be the lead in for your community. Okay, so we're back in Make Your First Dollar Online and Classroom. I already showed you how to do the Start Here course of what you can do. Just give them the steps, like whatever your solution is, step 1, step 2, step 3, like people love that stuff. I build all my stuff like that. Don't overthink it. And you can always change it, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be videos. That's really all you need. But here's what I would want you to have. And I'm going to bring you over to Mindset School to show you exactly what my Start Here course looks like and how I operate this. I have a welcome video. You can just do a welcome post like I showed you already. I have the best of Mindset School, which are some testimonials of what people have done. Then I show people how to use this community. Here's how you make a post. Here is the leaderboard. Here is the classroom. Here are where the calls are. Here's how to make a post. I show them how to do everything. Don't assume that people know how to use the community. If they're confused or overwhelmed, they might leave or they might do nothing, which is also a reason why you should not have too much stuff in the classroom, because I've literally had people in this group that has almost 300 members in it say I've joined other groups. There was too much stuff in the classroom. And when I came to your group, I was happy that there wasn't a lot of stuff in the classroom. People don't want to take more courses. They can get that anywhere. They want to be with you. They want to be around other people who are like them. So that's the product. The community is the product, not your courses. All right. And my members voted on that overwhelmingly. They said the classroom was the least favorite thing. This is the poll that I want you to have. Where are you at right now? Where you got to meet people where they are. So I do a poll related to your business. Again, this is something you can screenshot, upload it into AI and say, hey, modify this poll for my group. And then I see the results. Everyone's stuck right here. Everyone's in research phase. And if you're trying to build an online business, or you've been trying to do an online business for a while, you know that this is where you're stuck, in research phase. I can't stop researching stuff. You have too many ideas and you're afraid, which is the second post that I'm going to show you. Then I have 376 comments. By the way, these comments are gold. This is how you build offers. Okay. These two posts right here will help you build your offer. Then I have a call. If you don't want to do calls with people, don't do calls with people. But I can't say enough about getting on calls with your members. It is by a mile, the best thing that you can do, because you'll learn so much about your members, and you'll also have opportunities to make sales, because a lot of your members will just ask you like, hey, how do I work with you? How do I get more calls with you? What about this? How do I do this? Like, those are all buying questions. Here it is right here. What we're going to cover. This is the second poll, and this is why we're here. So we know where you are. You're in research mode, right? Whatever it is for your group. What's your roadblock? Why can't you get to the thing of making your first dollar online, or making something work? View the result. It's because I overthink everything, and I'm in analysis paralysis. So I'm in research mode because I can't stop overthinking, and I can't stop analyzing. And there's a little bit of perfectionism and fear of failure and imposter syndrome mixed up in there. That's why I can't make my first dollar online. Not because the business model, it's because of these mental roadblocks. Then I have all these comments. If I can solve that problem, then I can get them closer to making the first dollar online. And if I can do that, then I've won. Then I get testimonials. Then people will say this about the group. Brian helped me do this, or this call helped me do this. The next thing I want to show you, and this will blow your mind, is this course right here, the mindset. You have to go back in time. None of these courses existed. It was this one and this one. There's literally the same cover art, everything. It's been here for a year. I built this course. So let me just go back and show you. Welcome to the community. Okay. So this post right here, I'm going to zoom in. April 1st, 2025. It's been a year since I made that post. It was the first day of Mindset School. This course right here, you'll see here I have pinned posts, April 16th, 2025. I made this thing 16 days after I opened up the group, and I had members in there that were talking. Everyone thinks I got to have a bunch of courses. No, I made this specifically off of those two polls and the one-to-one calls I did. This course right here is my best one. And it's also in my free community as well, because I realized that this was the thing that was holding people back, not all of these things, not just imposter syndrome. So it was a really, really important thing for me to understand what the roadblocks were, because that is the thing you solve for to get them to the result. It's still mindset. People want to make their money. They want to make the first dollar online. They want to make $10,000 a month, but they're never going to get there if they don't get out of their own way and stay out of their own way. And that's what I learned. So if you went through any type of a life transformation, or any type of transformation, period, not life transformation, where you have something like that's your idea, and you just got to do it long enough and talk to enough people to where it can really kind of develop the offer on its own. All right, so we're going to go back to the group that I created. I've already made the post. I would make those two poll posts. It's very simple. To make a post, you just write where it says write something, you just click on it. You give it a title, you write something. If you want to put a video in here, you click video, and you can add a Loom video. You can host it natively. The easiest thing to do is to get a Loom account. It's pretty inexpensive. Paste the link in here and the video will show up, and then write something about it. Here's how you would add a poll. You can add emojis. You can have different categories. This is all stuff that school teaches you how to do as well in their classroom when you open up an account. I've got a lot of videos on my channel as well. I'm not going to get heavy into that here. It's really more about the model and how simple this is to get set up. Like, I opened up this group in about 3 minutes. I made this image and then I can always tweak it later. But now my job becomes making sure that I tell people about this. Before you do that, the only decision that you really need to make is your group going to be free, or is it going to be paid, or is it going to be somewhere in the middle? If you haven't made your first dollar online before, make it free. So I just clicked settings and I go to pricing. The great thing about school is you have different models. You have free, you have a subscription model where you can just set a price. My group is $20 a month or $100 a year, whatever it is. And you just set that price right here, monthly and annual only. This is what my group is right here. Actually, my group is on tiers, my Mindset School, but you can just do one price. Freemium is where you have a free community and then you have a premium tier or a paid tier where people buy stuff from you. And I'll show you what that looks like and how to do that. So if I click preview, all right, this is what my tiers look like. This is what people see after they create their account and click to join the group. They click sign up on your about page. So for free, they get community access, course 1, course 2. For $8 a month, they get everything in this plus course 3, 4, maybe they get a monthly call with the group. And you can change this. You can also add a VIP tier. If you don't have an offer yet, you want to build your offer, just go free and do calls with your members, find as much about them as you can, and make the offer based on what they said they wanted, not what you think they need. I need to repeat that because people buy what they say they want, not what you think they need. Okay, I know that people need accountability. I know that they need that, but they don't want to buy that. Okay, so I'm not going to shove it down their throat. I'm going to let them say that, you know what, I need accountability, but they don't realize it until they get in the group. So it's hard to sell accountability. You have to get them to say it. After you do the tiers, all right, or after you set up free or paid, then this just becomes a game of how many people can I tell about this group? You've got your about page done. It's all ready to roll. Like this group is ready to roll. I can start inviting people straight away and just let go of everything has to be in the classroom. What I did with Mindset School, this group right here, this is my largest group, 294. This has been paid from day one, a year. I started inviting people and then I started building out the Start Here course as people were coming in. I've launched 2 other communities since Mindset School and I've done the same exact thing. This group right here, Pick Your Online Business, no joke, I waited a full month before I built out the classroom and nobody cared. Nobody cared. And they were still moving over from this group to my paid community without me having to do any calls whatsoever. And that's because I'm helping them solve a major problem, which is I don't even know what business to start. I don't know how to validate it. And then I have my mindset course in here as well. That's really helped a lot of people because that is the roadblock. The mindset piece. Once you get this all set up, bare bones. Like if you want to make a mini class in here, you just click on this, right? You just click here, new course, and you just say, start here. And I just say, start here. Seriously, start here. It's open. You can upload a cover image if you wanted to. Like I could put the same image in here. I'm just going to click upload. Let me do this one. Let me do this. Here's one right here. So I did mindset reset. Now, just imagine this says start here. But this is a Canva template that I have, and I give this to my members inside of the free community. Start here. Seriously, start here. I'm going to publish this, so I'll add it. And now you can see that it brings you to, so this is what it looks like. It looks like this. So now you can see start here. Seriously, start here. I click it, and now I just add the lessons. So I can just say step 0. I can put an emoji here if I want to. Sometimes people like that. I can put a fire here or party, whatever. And then I can do a video. So I can click here and just do a Loom video like I've done with my other free community. Or it can be a text lesson, which is exactly what my other community is. I'll show you. So step 0 in the free community is all text. And then I have a pinned post down here. So they go here, they grab the pin, they look at the pinned post, and they do what I asked them to do, which was to tell me what their I help statement is, who they want to help, and then I coach them in here, and that really helps them. So that's an opportunity for me to help them and for them to earn a little bit more trust. So let's go back to this tab. So you have your step 0, so you can put all your text here. I would save it, and then I would add another lesson. So I just click these 3 dots, duplicate, and then I can just edit, click the edit button. Step 1, you can just do video here and then have text. You can also add resource links. You can add a Google document, a PDF. You could do this transcript, and you could definitely pin a community post, which I would recommend. Now that is ready. So I'm going to go back to the community. I'm going to say, click this, and I'm going to go pin to course page, which would be start here, step 1. So that's it. And what this does is this creates like a circle, a flywheel, if you will, of this post getting bumped back up to the top of the feed. This is one of the best things that I have done in any of my groups, which is if people go, I'm in Mindset School now, I'm jumping around groups here, but it's all the same. If people take this lesson, you can see the last comment was 9 days ago. There's some other ones too, where the last comment was 4 days ago. So even though this course is a year old, people come into the group and they go through it. And what happens is people watch the lesson and then they comment, and this gets bumped up to the top of the feed. And then I have watched the lesson here. So when they click that, they get taken directly to the classroom. And the more stuff that they watch, the more that they learn, and the more that they start to trust me and maybe take some action. So these pinned posts at the bottom of lessons is something that I have been doing for a while, and it works really, really well. Okay, so we have got our community set up. We've got our post. We've got our Start Here course starting to build out. Now we got to invite members. And what are some of the ways that we can get members into our community? The best traffic source for school, in my experience, by a mile, is YouTube. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than YouTube. Now, if you don't want to make videos and the idea of doing this makes you uncomfortable, then don't do it. Don't do it. You can lead up to it. I did not start with YouTube. I started with TikTok. Then I went to Instagram. Then I moved to YouTube. There's plenty of ways to do this without you having to create front-facing content showing yourself. You can write. You can do a blog. You can really get good with your keywords on school, and a lot of people can find you that way. You can make Facebook posts. You can make Instagram-only posts. You can go into forums. You can join other school communities and just be an active participant in those communities without spamming people. Now, I don't do that because I know what works, and I like YouTube and I like making videos. But if I were going to do this without showing my face, right? Like if I were going to build something and drive traffic here, number one, I would pack this thing with keywords. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here right now. If you go to Pick Your Online Business, my free community, you can see here that this is very intentional. So pick your online business, pick the right online business. Like it's everywhere. Find the online business, and it's in the text as well. Here's what happens if you go to Discover Community. So this is where people come to school.com/discovery and they type stuff in like, what online business should I start? People type this in to Google. There I am right there. So people find my community based on that keyword search, and they'll tell me like, how did you find me? School, I searched. Now, one of the things that's really important is that if I go back to this main page, I'm in the money category. I am nowhere near ranked. These are all the people that are ranked on page 1. They're ranked because their discovery is high, because they have a lot of good things happening in their group. They have a large membership. There's a ton of engagement, but only 30 people get to be on page number 1, especially in the money category. Okay, you're going to see some popular names there if you're with school, but more people are actually, school said this, more people are searching in this search bar than anything. So let's just say I was interested in learning crochet. I use this one a lot because she's in my group. Crochet. All these groups come up with crochet. I don't know why calligraphy school comes up. Use this for your own community and find some inspiration. You can use keywords to get found. And if you have a public group, this is no joke, guys. ChatGPT AI is crawling about pages. People have told me that they found me on a Bing search or a Google search, or one person told me they found me on AI. Now, most of the people are finding me on YouTube and from my Facebook ads. And I do that because I'm good at it. I've gotten good at ads and I've gotten good at YouTube videos, and those two work really well together. But I want you to find a traffic source that works really well for you, one that you can execute on. Don't think that you need to be everywhere all at the same time. That's like managing 3 different jobs. Okay? You don't need to do TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube Shorts. You could just do YouTube and YouTube Shorts and wear that out. Just continue to post and show up. If you do that, and then you're also trying to do Instagram and TikTok and write a blog because you feel like you need to be everywhere. Oh, and also you have a 9-to-5 job maybe, and maybe you've got a busy life. It's hard to keep up with all that. So look at something that you can execute on. You don't have to, again, going back to the first question, how can I make my first dollar online? What's the simplest, least scary way to do this without changing who I am right now? Now, in a lot of cases, you will need to become a different person to be a business owner, like you do, but you don't have to do it right now and change overnight to do what I'm showing you in this video right now, which is you can start for a very, very low dollar amount, which is $9 per month. The hobby plan is more than you could possibly ever need. And just going back to that, create a community. It's right here. This is your move. Create a community, choose. Hobby plan, $9 a month, try for free. You got a 14-day free trial, name the group, do all the things that I showed you, and you're off to the races. And your job becomes telling people about this group. That's how you're going to make your first dollar online, is by telling people that you have something that is of interest to them, that you're going to help them. So again, going back to the beginning of the video, you need the idea, you need the niche, and you need a little bit of guts to try this, okay? And nothing bad is gonna happen to you. I promise you, nothing's bad. Only good can happen. It's only going to get better. By starting this and doing this thing, you have to think about it this way. It's only going to get better. Is it going to be scary? Yes, it's going to be scary. And it'll be less scary on the 2nd day, on the 3rd day, on the 4th day. You'll have a whole other set of problems to deal with when you get over the fear of opening up the group, because you're going to be frustrated that you're not getting members and that nobody's talking. You'll have a whole other set of problems to deal with. And hopefully some of my other YouTube videos will help you with that. But for you, low stakes, like this is not really that risky for you because of the $9 per month and the 14-day free trial. And you can start something pretty fast, and you don't need all this extra stuff. You don't need all this extra technology. You just need the idea. Like I said, if you need help with that, join my free school community, pick your online business. A lot of the stuff that I'm talking about in this video is in that group. And I would just challenge you right now to stop watching YouTube videos and go do the thing that I'm showing you how to do in this video, because you still haven't made your first dollar online, and you know you're capable and you know you can do this. And I'm giving you a pretty simple way to get started at least. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.